Hi. Song of Songs 2 verse 3 says, like an apple tree among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the young men. And in his shade I delight and sit down, and his fruit is sweet to my taste. It was just the phrase, in his shade I take delight and sit down, that got me. The Passion Translation, which I love, says, sitting under his grace shadow. And the NIV says, I delight to sit in his shade. It got me thinking about sitting in the shade of a big tree with a long cold drink on a hot summer's day, just sitting in quiet reflection, no rush, no pressure, pure bliss, I'd say. And you know that the wild animals and the domesticated animals, they will look for respite on a hot summer's day. They look for a bit of shade too. God, he rested on the seventh day. So the Sabbath is an encounter that we are invited into, where we can sit in his shadow. Sitting, well, that's a position of rest, where we cease from our striving. And sitting in his shadow, well, for me, that meant that I'm that close to him that his shadow is falling over me. And he is absorbing the heat so that I don't have to. So recently, I've been a bit bothered and stressed about something. And then, surprising, I read this scripture, Psalm 116 verse 7, and it said, return to your rest, O my soul, for the Lord has dealt bountifully with you. So me, by returning to my position of sitting in his shade, instead of my striving and my long prayers and my doings and my whinings and my trying to help God and manipulate him into answering my prayers my way, I returned to my rest. And I found my peace was restored, and the Lord did deal bountifully with me, because he answered my prayers quite profoundly. So God is offering us a place, a resting place in his love. Matthew 11:28 says, come to me, you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. And a little bit further on it says, you will find rest, renewal, blessed quiet for your souls. That's the Amplified. So take the offer today and be at rest in his love. Have a good one.